My family and I are traveling around Japan, the land of the rising sun, for 2 weeks. It is our first time traveling here, as we are starting our second week.
Going into our first castle of the trip.
Make it bow.
We have now arrived in Osaka, after a train ride from Nagoya. This left the remaining evening for us to explore Dotonbori.
We go for a walk along the river here, see how it goes.
Dotonbori in Osaka is a vibrant entertainment district known for its neon lights, giant billboards, street food, and lively atmosphere along the Dotonbori Canal. There are so many restaurants to choose from, but eventually, we made our decision.
That was good food, but we've still got a lot to explore. The night is long.
One of the buildings I saw here was actually a tall Ferris wheel, which I had no idea that it was owned by Don Quixote.
Oh yes, please. Yes. Okay.
Great if it's open, eh?
Yeah, would have been cold as well.
Hi, okaerinasai. Hi, thank you.
Arigato.
Oh, arigatou gozaimasu. Bye bye. Hi, dodo. Oh,
Arigato. That was an awesome Ferris wheel, but the noise was a little bit sketchy. But no, it was really good and it offered great views of the city. So yeah, thumbs up for me.
We spent the rest of the evening looking around the shops and seeing the famous Dotonbori sign. The next day, we would explore one of, if not the most famous landmark in Osaka, which is Osaka Castle. Osaka Castle was originally built in 1583 by Toyotomi Hideyoshi. It played a crucial role in Japan's unification, but was later destroyed and rebuilt multiple times throughout history. To enter inside, we had to line up and get our tickets.
So it turns out the inside of Osaka Castle was a museum, which was unexpected. You weren't allowed to film in the third and fourth floors, but you were allowed to film and take photos anywhere else. So I was able to get some stuff, but not all of it. It's a bit of a contrast there, seeing like ancient Japan and then modern Japan in front of you. It's a bit weird. Still though, like on the outside and everywhere else, it's just magnificent. It's beautiful. It's Japan.
And of course, I had to go back to the Nintendo store to pick up some stuff I didn't get back in the Tokyo one.
Now this one is a lot bigger than the one in Tokyo, which means it's better. A lot better.
This time, I got more Zelda merchandise. We ended the day at the Umeda Sky Building for a night view of Osaka. The see-through elevator and escalator going up was already awesome to experience. To be honest, the view wasn't as spectacular as the Tokyo one, but anyways, it was still a great view of Osaka.
Oh, it's cold.
Our last day in Osaka was actually going to be spent a little bit outside of Osaka to visit Himeji Castle.
Made it after a long time, but we're here.
Himeji Castle was built in 1609. It is Japan's best preserved feudal castle, renowned for its elegant white appearance and complex defensive design.
That is beautiful already. Let's hope it's also good on the inside. Well, the autumn rain has just arrived. Should be okay. Getting closer to the top.
We had to remove our shoes before entering inside, but unlike Osaka Castle, there wasn't much here. There were a few information signs showcasing the history of the castle. And there were also very steep but manageable stairs to reach the top.
Finally at the top now, after a lot of stairs. Just a little warrior hiding place.
At the end, there were a few museum-like attractions before going back outside.
It's beautiful, but it is cold up here, like really cold.
Original. Oh, yeah. Ako yung ano nito.
Before leaving Himeji, we had the chance to explore the castle gardens.
This is beautiful in here with all of the autumn leaves and everything. It's really cool.
Honestly, Himeji was super fun and interesting, and it was an awesome way to end the Osaka part of our trip.
Just arrived at Nara. We drop their bags off at the station. And now we're walking over to Nara Park. So, yeah.
We were only doing a day trip here in Nara. Now, there are a lot of things to do here, but the most famous aspect of Nara is its deer. The deer in Nara are considered sacred messengers of the gods. They symbolize harmony and spirituality in Japan. They freely roam Nara Park and are known for bowing to visitors in exchange for special deer crackers, which I was definitely good at.
Have it, don't eat the whole thing. Ay na, ay ba? Behind you. Put the rest of the bread inside your pocket.
Put the rest inside your pocket.
Hide it. And put it up, put it up, put it up. Ivan. Hide. Make it bow.
You bow.
Okay, refrain.
There's more. You got another one.
After that, we had a look at the temples in Nara. The first one was the Buddhist Tadaiji Temple. This temple is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and was founded in 752. It is known for its massive wooden Great Buddha Hall, which houses one of the world's largest bronze Buddha statues.
This place is massive. Just look at it.
なんかな、ぐるぐるってしてあるから流れてる。
I'm assuming that this one here is the largest, but there are also other large statues in the temple as well, like all of these.
Those are definitely the biggest Buddhas I've seen this whole trip. It's amazing. I have no idea what that's for, but okay.
火がメラメラってなったら、ふーってやっちゃダメ。ほほほほってやる。じゃあ燃えます。
The next place we visited was a nearby Shinto shrine.
Most of the deers at this time, they just don't want to eat anymore. They've already had their fill. Maybe these ones here are still hungry. The other ones have a different schedule. Maybe because they're nearer to the train station.
This shrine is the Kasuga Taisha Shrine. It is Nara's most significant Shinto shrine, dedicated to the deity of thunder, war, and protection. According to legend, the deity descended from Mount Mikasa riding a white deer, which led to the belief that deer are divine messengers.
It is beautiful here. Absolutely beautiful.
The day trip in Nara was such a memorable experience. But after picking up our bags at the train station, we made our way to Kyoto.
Right, so just arrived in Kyoto from Nara via train. Well, I didn't just arrive in my hotel, I just got back from dinner, but we are here at the hotel and I will show you what it looks like. Yeah, so this is what it is. And honestly, it is such an upgrade from the accommodation that we had in Osaka. I did not film it, but trust me, we didn't really like it. So yeah, this is a massive upgrade. But yeah, I'll just call it a night and we'll see what we're going to do tomorrow.
In Kyoto, buses are the main mode of transport compared to the trains in Tokyo and Osaka. So after getting on one, we made our way to Kiyomitsu-dera Temple. Kiyomitsu-dera is a UNESCO World Heritage Site in Kyoto. It is a historic Buddhist temple famous for its large wooden stage, which offers stunning views of the city. Fun fact, there wasn't a single nail used in the construction of this temple. We could explore more of the temple after getting our tickets.
It's only a Monday morning and it already looks so packed in here. I could definitely smell the Instagram and Facebook in this area right here, because apparently it's the best angle, so we'll see how it looks.
It was indeed very busy, and to be honest, it kind of ruined my experience there.
What a beautiful and isolated spot that absolutely no one knows about. Walked up and made it to the pagoda that we saw on the other side. Looks nice. bit more purification going on back there.
We left the area and explored the streets leading up to the temple and had some food. Since it was still early, we allowed ourselves to explore more of Kyoto.
So we made it to the Gion area. We're just going to see what's there to do, what's there to see around here. So yeah. So there's heaps of temples and shrines here, all in one area. I'm not sure if we'll get to see them all, but yeah, we'll see.
One of the temples we visited here was the Jingoji Temple, founded in the 9th century.
That was a lot of stairs, but made it through.
I unfortunately did not film much here, so here are some photos. We also passed by one of the nearby Shinto shrines, as we were looking for the geisha district. Now the geisha are highly skilled traditional entertainers trained in classical dance, music, tea ceremony, and conversation. There are signs saying that filming was prohibited here, so unfortunately, this is all I have. Anyways, the next day would be my highlight of Kyoto, and possibly the whole trip. That would be the famous Fushimi Inari Shrine. It is a famous Shinto shrine for its torii gates, and is dedicated to Inari, the god of rice, prosperity, and fox spirits. Now, I actually haven't talked about the Shinto religion yet, so here is a short summary of it since we've been to a few Shinto shrines on this trip. Shinto, meaning the way of the gods, is Japan's indigenous religion, centered on the worship of kami, rituals, and a deep reverence for nature and ancestors, often marked by sacred torii gates at shrines, and Fushimi Inari has many torii gates.
Made it to the Fushimi Inari famous torii gate. There must be hundreds of these torii gates leading up to the shrine.
Yeah, so I say hundreds, but a quick Google search states that there may be up to approximately 10,000 torii gates here.
Get a wall.
It was at the halfway point up here, where most of the tourists at the bottom went back down, as I climbed higher and higher. At the top were some miniature shrines, which give off a graveyard-like feel.
Man, it is just so beautiful and peaceful around here, and quiet. You know, it's quite spiritual, I think.
We followed one of the locals. As we went back down the same path we went up.
So I'm back at the bottom now. That was one for the bucket list here in Kyoto, so I'm so happy we did that. And you know, I feel like a changed man after that, spiritually. But yeah, that was quite a long walk, and we made it through.
This day was our final day in Kyoto, so it was more of a chill day. Exploring was left to see here. We started off with the Arashiyama bamboo forest. There was also a temple here. However, I believe there was an entrance fee, so we didn't bother going inside.
Are you running this or am I running it?
So we just did the bamboo forest. It's a Wednesday, a weekday, so it really wasn't that busy. But I definitely do understand why people would think it is overrated, because it was very short, and maybe on weekends it is very busy. But yeah, it's still beautiful though.
The next thing we did in Arashiyama was see the local monkeys. I was still quite tired from the walk up Fushiminari on the previous day, but I was able to persist up the climb. And at the top, we could see the monkeys and an awesome view of Kyoto.
So we've made it to the top. That climb definitely felt a lot steeper than the Fushimi Nari one we did yesterday. Even though this one is a little less higher. But now we're here, we get to see the monkeys, and we probably get to feed them as well. Right there. Right there, bro.
Please, asking more is asking some more.
We were able to spot one of the alpha males before making our way back down.
Proud.
Proud,
Yeah.
but doesn't want to climb trees anymore. Like just sitting there, like, look at that. That's a good one. That's a good shot.
Our last thing we did in Kyoto was seeing one of its other landmark temples, which is the Golden Kinkakuji Temple. This Buddhist temple was built in 1397 and was originally a retirement villa for shoguns.
What was that? Just a bit of gambling for good luck.
Unfortunately, it was time for us to leave Kyoto and make our journey back to Tokyo. Now, on my previous bullet train journey to Nagoya, I actually sat on the correct side in which I could see Mount Fuji. However, I must have slept through it. This time, I made sure I was prepared and wide awake. It was so awesome seeing Mount Fuji. even if it was for a little while, before we left Japan.
Yeah, so for this final bit in Japan, I unfortunately didn't film much. I thought that, this is my final days in Japan. I might as well just put down the camera and just enjoy the moment. With that being said, I still managed to film just a couple of videos that I could showcase of where we went to for our final days. So we went to the Tokyo Skytree. I went back to the Pokemon Center around that area. We went to Odaiba to visit the big Gundam statue. We spent one final evening in Shibuya, and that was really fun. Seeing the whole place light up like that is something I would definitely want to see again. Speaking of coming back to Japan, for me, it's not a matter of if I'll go back, but it's definitely a matter of when. I felt that when we finished the trip, we did so much. We experienced a lot of things, but also very little, because there is still so much more to do in Japan. I, for one, would like to go down south, go down to Hiroshima, maybe go down to some of the islands as well. In fact, I like to dream a little, and I've already did some sort of dream Japan trip plan. So whether or not I'll be able to do that in the next few years, maybe after I finish uni, is something I'll see. And if I'm able to do that dream Japan trip, it'll give me another good excuse to make another travel film, which, making this one, was really fun. Being able to work on this on the side while I'm doing uni sort of offered me a form of escapism back to a country that I love. And it'll be really cool to make another one of this, whether I'm in another country or somewhere here in New Zealand or back in Japan. So I just hope that you enjoyed watching this as much as I love making it. And if you are here, right at the end, thank you very much for watching. Just thank you. Arigato.